Hi guys, it's Tammy and today I am doing a fragrance tag video. This was created by Carmen and it's called Confessions of a Perfume Collector. And I agree with Carmen, only perfume addicts can understand this tag. So her first question is, what is your cheapest perfume? My cheapest perfume is one that I've actually decluttered. It was $11 for the perfume and the body oil. It was Britney Spears Fantasy Intimate Edition. And it's really pretty. It's kind of a fluffy, musky, a little bit citrusy. It would remind you of sort of like Musk Therapy, Mont Blanc Signature. It's got that kind of a smell to it, but I just found that I just wasn't using it, so I gave it to my niece, Phoebe. Her next question was, what is your most expensive fragrance? This is really where the confessions part comes in, because like it does feel like doing a confession to admit that I have a decanter of Tom Ford Santal Blush. Yes, it's 8 ounces, 250 ml. I'll never go through it. I do keep it in its box. It's always in the dark. I still love the scent, but it's kind of embarrassing that I have something that large. I did get it at a 20% off sale, but still definitely the most expensive fragrance I own by far. So question number 3, how many full-size perfume bottles do you own? I know I have over 100 and I know I have less than 150, so it's somewhere in there. I've been doing a little bit of decluttering and a little bit of adding to my collection, so I'm not exactly sure where I'm at, but I feel like of the videos that I've watched, the answer to this question has been kind of similar, like somewhere over 100, under 150. I've watched 2 or 3 responses to this fragrance tag, and I feel like I am kind of along with the rest of the gang on this. I think we're all kind of similar on this question. Question number 4, have you ever received weird comments about your scent? Oh, yeah, definitely. One time my son told me I smell like countertop spray. So that was Versace Woman, and I have decluttered that since. And again, my niece loved that one, so I did give that to her. I have an entire note written of all the weird things my husband has said to me about my perfumes. He said I smelled like chocolate basements, orange grass, musty camp. He said I smell like a swimming pool change room, like a shoe store from back when we were kids. A lot of times he compares me to smelling like a drawer liner. It goes on and on. I think I could actually do an entire video on that. It would be quite a hoot. So let me know if you want me to do that one. Question number 5, do you wear perfumes for cuddling time? And if so, which ones? Well, I'd have to say yes, because I'm always wearing perfume. So, but specifically, do I choose a perfume for cuddle time? No, not necessarily. And I was just watching Claire Smith this morning. She was talking about this and she said, you don't really plan that sort of thing, do you? So I do sometimes work in reverse, and I won't wear one of my husband's favorites if I don't want to cuddle because it does really draw him in. He actually is someone who goes crazy over my scents. He'll come and he'll be like, oh my gosh, I just want to eat you up with that scent. I want to ravage you. Like literally, he's very, very drawn to certain scents. And I'm actually doing a Valentine's Day video coming up where he is going to pick my Valentine's Day scent. So I use the perfume cuddle time dynamic in reverse. I'll just wear something boring or something he doesn't like if I'm not in the mood. Number 6, how many sprays do you spray? I would say I have to like feel it. I have to feel it out. Let me see. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a dozen. I would say a dozen sprays for an average perfume. If there is a perfume that is super strong, I might only do 2 sprays. And if there's a perfume that really doesn't have great performance, I literally could soak myself down like a body spray, just like do 30 sprays. It really depends. I would say in general, I do about a dozen. Next question, where do you spray perfume? Well, I definitely do the sides of my neck and usually behind my neck. Sometimes I do like around, like almost like a wreath around my neck, sort of a circle, not up here necessarily, but like down here. I don't necessarily want it right under my nose where it's gonna smell too strong and overwhelm me and choke me out, but just a little bit lower, like almost across my boobs. Sometimes in the summer, I will do my legs, behind my knees. I usually do my wrists and my inner elbows as well, actually, unless I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. And I do spray on my clothes as well, so kind of everywhere. Question number 8, do I buy backups? Why did you have to ask this question, Carmen? we really are doing confessions. I do buy backups because I get so panicked when there's a perfume that I adore. I get so panicked that I'm going to run out of it someday. And I just can't imagine my life without the perfume. So I do buy backups. Now, how many backups do I have? I think, I would say I probably only have 5 or 6 backups, maybe 7. And they are my favorites. So, I mean, probably shouldn't buy backups because I'll never use up the perfume that I have. I know that. But there's something in me that starts to panic when I think, what if I ran out of this perfume? I love it so much. And then I find a good deal and I do buy backup. Confessions. Question number 9. Do you show your friends and family your perfume collection? Absolutely yes. 100% yes. Everyone in my family is obsessed with my perfume collection. They want to come see it. My mom wants to bring her friends over to see my perfume collection. Tammy, can I bring over Claudia to see your perfume? She would love it. It's so exciting. Of course, my little niece adores coming to see my perfume collection. My friends keep saying, we've got to do a sip and sniff sometime. Like, my friends love coming to look at my perfume collection. Like, they ask me about it. They want to do it. Also, whenever my son brings his friends over, like if his friend comes over and his girlfriend comes, she's like, you got to see my mom's perfume collection. And we'll spend like an hour up here sniffing my perfumes. That's happened 2 or 3 times with my son's friends. And they're just like so intrigued and they're just like so excited to come see my perfume collection. So people just absolutely love it. And I always do a disclaimer. Don't worry, I always say, you know, this is what I collect. So, you know, some people collect cars. Some people may collect bobblehead dolls. Some people collect whiskeys, or they collect, this is what I collect. So you might think, wow, this is excessive. Wow, this is obsessive. But I always do a very intense disclaimer, and I even do a lot of like reasoning around it. Like, you know, even if I don't use up all my perfumes, even taking off the cap and sniffing them and smelling them and enjoying them is getting my money's worth out of the perfume. Just to have that action where I can pick up a bottle, take off the cap, sniff it, and just have the feeling and know that I have this perfume and I know what it smells like and I get to enjoy it. That's enough for me. I don't care if I use my perfumes. And I don't use my perfumes. I've never had an empty, not even a travel size yet. I don't go through products fast. I don't go through any products fast. I'm notorious. I've been actually wanting to do an empties video, and I do have a few empties, a few like body care things and shampoos and different things. And I remember Frances from @HappinessSparkles doing an empties video, and I think she does them fairly often. And I was like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to have enough material to do an empties video because I just don't go through product fast. I don't know if I just use it sparingly or if I have so much stuff that I just can't use it all. But anyways, I think I got way off track. So back to the questions. Number 10, does your partner know how much you spend on fragrance? Yeah, I think my husband knows how much I spend on fragrance. He pays off the Visa bill all the time. Like, he always checks it every few days, pays it off. And, you know, he loves for me to buy perfumes. He always even says, he'll even make a point of saying, like, I have my golf trips and I have my hobbies. And he's like, I love that you have this perfume thing. Like, I mean, obviously he wouldn't want me to spend a fortune. And we are a couple who, we have a shared bank account. Everything is shared. It's hard for us to imagine any other way because we've been together since we were teenagers. We've been married since we were both teenagers. Not kidding. So we've just always we've grown up together and we're now in our 50s. And yeah, like he does know how much I spend. He's quite a tease, so he does actually tease me about it sometimes, but I know that he doesn't really mind. Question number 11, do you plan on collecting more fragrances? Absolutely, I do. I absolutely do. While decluttering ones that I don't need anymore or that I've grown tired of or that I don't like anymore. As my tastes change, I plan on decluttering the ones that are no longer like applicable to my life and collecting new ones. And it's basically just me curating my collection and getting the ultimate perfect collection where I love every single fragrance and I just love them with my whole heart. So I absolutely do plan on collecting more fragrance. And finally, question number 12, where do you see your fragrance collection in 20 years? Well, I'm kind of picturing that I'll have a few more niche perfumes than I do right now. I barely have any. I can't even really think of any that I have. Oh, I have a Bond number 9. I have very few niche perfumes, and I picture myself having some niche perfumes and having less of the perfumes that are just kind of okay. I want like my favorite from each niche brand, and I want to own that, or my favorite 1 or 2 favorites from each niche brand. So right now I have no Initio bottles. I have nothing by MFK, nothing by Parfums de Marly. I have nothing by Nichane. I have nothing by Xerjoff. I did have a Xerjoff, but I sold it. I have nothing by Amouage. I don't even have anything by Montal or Mancera. I don't have really anything for niche perfume. So that's where I see my fragrance collection heading in 20 years, is having maybe all those brands that I've always heard about and have a million samples of, but maybe purchasing a bottle, like my favorite one from each brand. And then I would just feel like I just had a very special collection, and I'll still keep my favorites that are just designer or celebrity or whatever else. Like I'll definitely still keep all of my favorites of those, but I just think it would be fun to have a little bit more of a curated, like high-end collection that was just felt a little more special. So thank you so much for tagging me, Carmen. You always have the best questions, and literally don't stop doing these tag videos because I love them. And it's my favorite type of video to do because I literally get to blab on and ramble. I call myself Ramble Tamble because I just ramble, but I love it. But it's not just about me. When someone comes out with these tag videos, I love watching every single one that comes across my home feed. And seeing everybody's answers because I just find it so fascinating. Thank you if you sat here and listened to me ramble on and on about myself. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.